given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.
Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I haven't worn my hair down on my channel yet, so I don't know, it feels kind of, my hair's getting really long though. But anyway, I know I did a video like this before, but I didn't really go in depth with it. I didn't talk about the product much. I didn't really talk about anything in depth as I should have. And so today, we're gonna be doing that. Okay, so as normal, I'm going to be using my Milani Stay Put Brow Color in the shade 01 Soft Brown, and then the spoolie and brush, of course. So, to start, I usually just get a little bit on both sides. I just go in there kind of slanted and get some on both sides and wipe the excess on the rim. So, my jar looks kind of, it looks a mess. Okay, so then I'm going to brush all of the brow hairs upwards with my spoolie. Whenever I'm looking at it, it's going to be flat, basically. So it's going to be flat whenever I'm looking at it. And I'm going to hold it toward the outer edge, so that way I have more control over the brush. So I'm going to start about a centimeter in, because I don't want the harsh line all the way to the edge of my brows. I like more of a ombre look with my brows. So let's get started. And as you can see, I'm not taking one big line and going, one line. I'm just doing small strokes, following my natural brow hair.
Okay, so who's the man of honor? Me or Christina?
Christina. Alex, he needs a best man, and he was asking for you. So what, I'm on leftovers?
The rest I was on the brush, and I went lightly to the beginning of the brush, just connecting it to where I started the first line. So, the beginning, I'm starting about a centimeter or so in. Go in and fix this tail piece. I always have to fix it because my brows are just naturally thin toward the end, I guess because I used to pluck my brows so much, or so thin. Okay, so that is the outline. Again, I'm going to go in with concealer and clean it up afterwards. So next step is I'm not going to dip back into the pomade. I'm just going to use what's left from outlining on my brush, and I'm going to go in and I'm just going to do small strokes. Okay, so then I haven't touched the beginning part, as you can see. I'm just gonna go and brush through and make sure everything is covered. There, my brush is at a slant. So I'm gonna hold it where the long part is at the bottom, so that way I can make a hair-like stroke in the beginning, so it looks more ombre instead of like a box and you draw it with a Sharpie. Okay. Again, just I'm doing upward hair-like strokes. I'm not filling it all in just because I do like that ombre look. So now I'm just brushing through. Okay, let me see. So I'm just gonna make a quick adjustment because it doesn't look very blended where in the beginning and where I started the line at the bottom. So I'm just gonna go in and try to just blend everything together because I don't want it to look just crazy. I don't want it to look crazy. Okay, so now I think that's good. I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer as always. I'm gonna take it on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna use this brush from BS Mall in the spoolies. It's an eyebrow brush, but I use it for concealer. And I'm gonna be cleaning up the outline of my brows, I'm sorry. Now for this, I don't really have a specific technique. I pretty much just underline my brows. And then I'm doing the same thing on the top. So then I'm just gonna blend that concealer out. Just gonna be wiping the excess off of my brush onto my arm because I don't have a paper towel or anything. There are like, I swear it's like 100 birds and they keep on flying around my house. Not around my house, but like near my house. So I'm just gonna be patting that in because I'm not really worried. I know it looks crazy right now, but I'm gonna be adding some concealer right there. I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. concealer. I'm gonna be adding some highlight right there. So I'm gonna be using my e.l.f. contour palette, and it does have a highlight shade. That's the shade I'm gonna be using. I'm just getting it a little bit on my finger and just stamping it on there. So I'm gonna use this fluffy brush. It is clean, don't worry. I'm just gonna blend out that highlight just a little. So the last step is just to brush through the brows, make sure everything looks good and in place. And so I'm gonna finish up my other brow and I'm gonna be right back. Alright guys, so these are the finished brows. As you can see, I've also popped on some lashes. So the lash review is going to be in another video I'm going to post after this one. Yeah, so if you liked this eyebrow tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I post another video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and share this video with your friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear